Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where we are pretty much just doing that same thing again. It seems really powerful. If I could just play well enough to actually get away with doing it, it seems like it should be a good strategy. So, I'm just going to follow the same plan, same strategy, just better performance. We're going to go in there, we're going to do the snake oil. It didn't actually go that poorly last time. I mean, I know, like, I lost a bunch of lives or whatever, but we were very close to not losing that second life. That's it doesn't sound as mitigating as I thought it did in my head.
You've come to know your Uncle Zeus by now, correct? Just want to let you know, good Zeus gets very busy on the regular. So you just stick with me. I've always time for you, nephew.
You know, from what I know of mythology, he's right. Good Zeus does get very busy on the regular. Okay, so Floodshot is available and is way less good than last time. It's remarkable how much less damage that is, but I think we're still going to take it. I think it's still just, like, very, very good. Take that, Skull. Wow, really? Was a single numbskull was the only enemy? That's weird. So we do have even one more point of that that thing that makes boons more likely to be rare. Give me those back. And hopefully we'll get anywhere near as lucky this run. Oh, that was not the way to do that. Hopefully we'll get anywhere near as lucky this run as we did last run in terms of the chaos boons, because those were really, really helpful. A nice epic quality chaos gate is a big deal. This is a little tough. I think we got to take the heart, but honestly, with us having this much money, like being this close to a good trip to the shop, that gold is definitely tempting. The health is way more important with melee weapons than it normally is, though, and also it's very important normally. I feel like I would be a fool not to take it. Hey, don't stand there. Okay.
Good for the health.
Look at me managing to just barely not get hit by the traps.
Hello, mates.
Okay, early Chaos Gate, happy to see it. Do sort of wish we'd gotten a Chaos Gate that would have allowed us to skip the choice of rooms that we were just offered, but we'll take what we can get here. You know what I really needed was a 9th red key. Man, there's an Artemis boon right there. I mean, the Chaos Gate bonuses are so big, though. There's an Artemis boon right there. What if it's the one? What if it's the right boon? You know what? We're trying to put this combo together. I'm going to take this rather than doing the Chaos Gate and getting dumped into a room that has a random reward that potentially is going to be some more useless garbage. Putting together our combo is important, I think. Or maybe we're going to actually get it put together and find out that it doesn't save me. It's not enough to correct for my, let's say, slightly non-optimal play. Too early. You know, I get there eventually. If you give me enough ammunition, I will eventually hit the enemy.
You found me, Artemis.
It's weird, right? It almost seems like I'm doing it on purpose, how every time I dash, I go toward a trap.
The wretches whom you face down there have died already, sometimes more than once. Should make for easy targets, right?
I mean, maybe, or maybe they learned something from all that dying. Okay, your foes drop the... This is really not the thing we were looking for, Artemis. Let's take Deadly Strike. Deadly Strike is totally fine. And then with just 150 gold... Really doesn't feel like going to the shop, makes a lot of sense. But a red key is... At this point, a red key is no loot. So here we could at least get a boon.
Must be something I can use.
We will not get a boon, but we will get a Centaur Heart, which is totally fine. That is absolutely acceptable. And then good Ares buff. I'm not really sure what Ares buff we are most looking for from this. Stop running. I need those. Ah, you coward. Wait, step on this. I'm trying really hard to step on the trap. You know I can't do it when I want to. Obviously. He's not quite close enough to it. Alright, managed to not get hit by the final bomb, just barely.
The blessing of your uncle Lord Poseidon might have helped you to this point, but here, my gift shall see you further still.
What is the good stuff here? Dash creates a blade rift where you started is fine. Actually, this is... his call is totally good. Yeah, I'm down with that. Hammer versus booms. Honestly, I don't know that the hammer buffs are all that great for us. I'm inclined, I think, to take the double boon. We should probably actually make sure that we have checked the edges of the room for golden pots first. But yeah, I'm going to take the double boons. I don't know what else we want from Ares exactly, but I think this is better.
Whose favor to choose? In the name of Hades.
Dash damages foes in an area and knocks them away. So like earlier, it's still pretty early. Ocean's Bounty could be pretty good for us. But you know what? It only affects chamber rewards. I don't think I had realized that about this. We don't usually choose... I mean, you don't even get offered gold chamber reward all that often. That makes that pretty bad. So, Tempest Flourish is good. Knocking people away with the special. So that we hit an enemy who has our ammo in him with the special. It makes him drop the ammo, we pick the ammo, we shoot it at him now that he's further away. That feels pretty safe. Tidal Dash is also cool, though. I think I'm going to take Tidal Dash.
The power of the sea.
An incorrect decision there, my kin, to side against me thus. Blood needs be shed, and yours is going to suffice.
That's a much more direct threat than they usually go for.
Looks like I angered him.
I don't remember... Okay. It's just traveling blade rifts. That's not so bad. Actually, since they don't just randomly appear under you, this actually seems like maybe the least... Oh, never mind. That one totally did just randomly appear under me. I guess you get a little bit of notice. But this one doesn't really seem all that bad. Oh, I managed to miss with that. I managed to miss with the call to such a degree that it... Or with the cast, to such a degree that it went off into space twice there. I don't know where you are, but I'm trusting the cast will handle it.
I think that we are squared away for now, though do not test my patience further.
Alright, show me something cool. Special Inflicts Doom is not bad. Blade Rift effects last longer and pull foes in or doom people when you take damage. Honestly, I think I'm going to take Special Inflicts Doom. Like, that's totally good. This is less than good. Actually, the damage from the dash is pretty significant.
Weak.
This feels awfully powerful. Probably don't actually have to cast on enemies that are that weak. Yeah, and like the knockback lets me push people into walls and stuff. This feels okay.
What's on offer?
Nope, not taking any of that. Probably not taking the gold. I don't know, maybe the gold was the right move there.
Wretches of the underworld,
we have a trove here.
This is your chance.
We have a trove here, so we basically are getting both rewards anyway.
Okay.
We might be able to just keep the numbers of enemies under control if they keep spawning little things like this. I do miss one-shotting skull piles with my cast, though.
Who else?
We got pretty powerful toward the end of that last run. Alright, well, I did take a little bit of damage, but I think that's probably all the damage we're going to take here. This is very under control. And, you know, we feel powerful this run too, just in a different way.
What do we have
It
here?
seems I need to look for better help.
Alright, 150 coin. Very welcome.
Let's try it.
I thought I'd find you here.
No time to lose.
Can't believe I didn't manage to hit him with that Q. I think I've already, just in the very little time that we had it, got used to the range that the Q has with that hammer buff. I'm making a fool of myself trying to use it when I can't hit things here. The Doom special is powerful though. That feels pretty good.
Blood and darkness.
There we go.
Hey, watch your mouth. I know this is hell and everything, but I mean, it's not. You know what I mean. It's not like hell.
Prince said.
Hello, sir.
Still unpleasant. What it is unpleasant.
Look here, Baldy. Prince Zed himself has come to visit us.
Does Baldy really keep you company? Personally, I would resent the giant boulder that keeps tumbling back down a hill after I push it all the way up there.
Oh, Baldy's not so bad. I mean, he's a good listener, a good shoulder to lean on, doesn't wield a whip. I rightly can't complain. Good having company down here.
Oldie is like the breakout character of the later part of this series. I mean, we're definitely taking the money.
Good choice.
Now we have a ton of cash. A shop would be pretty welcome.
Safe travels.
That worked out pretty well. I'd be lying if I said that was the plan, but it worked. And maybe I should have taken the knockback on the special. We have a real thing going on here where, like, the enemies don't ever get to be near me. It's working pretty well, actually. You know, it makes it... I was about to say, this sure does make it harder to take damage. And then, of course, true to form, immediately took damage. I think what I'm really learning from this series is that I should just never, ever talk about damage.
The Sullen Optimist reached out to you, did she? Oh, that's adorable, dearest. Just don't make any sudden movements with her,
Health chamber rewards are worth more. When do you even see health chamber rewards? I mean, this is pretty good, right? A lot of the damage we take is from nearby foes. Not all of it, certainly, like the splitter damage we were taking in the last run. But this is... that's something. That's helpful. It's a nice, helpful passive. We are definitely going shopping with all this money. Have I cleared all of the cash out of here? I mean, I guess we are not anywhere near the threshold of an extra item. A single pot of cash would not change anything, and this is not a very good shop, if I'm being honest.
Looks like we meet again, dearest, here among the foul detritus of the boatman's wares. You truly take me to the best of places.
Okay, after you take damage... I guess this is good for, like, making it so that we don't take multiple full damage hits, but it's hard to know what nearby foes means. Enemies are often near other enemies. I honestly, I might take Dying Lament over Wave of Despair, but I don't think either of those are very good.
Gods grant me strength.
And here, yeah, we definitely take the Floodshot upgrade. And I am not doing this. That's not even... that's a terrible conversion rate.
Oh, hi there.
Oh.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
You must be one of Megaros' lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Waiting for what, exactly?
So sick of, doing my regular job, uninterrupted. Not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling we're starting off on the wrong foot.
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
The chamber's a little different. Notice there's a lot of traps along the walls, so I have to stay inside a little bit more. Wonder how different she's actually going to be. Okay, pretty different it looks like. She's building up a lot of rage. I'm just going to stand behind cover here. Ha! Well, seems like we can get her to walk onto traps. Maybe I'm supposed to hit her and stop her from building the rage? So is that like she has certain attacks she only does in her rage state? Once again, missed the cue. There it is. I mean, so far this doesn't seem so bad. Maybe I'm going to regret having said that. Give me those. Thank you.
She's getting angry.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like maybe... I don't know, I think her bar had just about filled up, though. She has blades. Those are cool. Here's my ammo. Ow, what? I know there are traps there. I talked earlier out loud about how there are traps and how I should not stand in them. Nope, just dashing onto the traps. Wow, that was an incredible, he did an incredible lead there. Like, he knew exactly where I was going to be before he charged. And he led so much that, like, I definitely shouldn't have gotten hit by it, because all I would have had to do, I think, to be okay there was stand still and not dash forward. But, of course, that's not what I did. He's real close to death. Kind of forgot about my call there. Okay, well that's cool. Stuff's getting changed up.
I don't like her very much.
If I'm being honest, I sort of wish, like, if there are multiple versions of the Meg fight, of the Fury thing, I sort of wish that those had kicked in, you know, 5 or 10 runs earlier.
Alecto failed just as her sister did.
Yeah, well, maybe they should try a little bit of teamwork. So what do you think? We've got an Artemis boon now, but we need more Artemis boons. I mean, I think we probably just Arrowhead again. We're going to get her to max rank pretty quickly here. Yeah, give me a Trove Tracker. I don't think we need any of the rest of this.
Let's go up.
I like having good damage on the dash. I think that's going to help a lot, because I dash around people a lot.
Made it to Asphodel.
Okay, and we're going to be ready to go shopping immediately, which is nice.
Stand down or suffer.
Or both. To be honest, I'm going to kill you either way. I guess I shouldn't say that part, because it doesn't really give him a lot of reason to stand down. Disincentivizing. Alright, well that was easy enough. There's a well. Guess we gotta check it. Yeah, sure, I'll buy another Trove Tracker. There it is. Trove Trial for Darkness. Well, I mean, we have so many keys.
Uh-oh.
I do not think so, boy.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I need to, like... I sure can push enemies around. It's nice that the stone projectiles actually do affect the other enemies. Oh, you're kidding me. I just barely left that Gorgon head alive. It's happened to both of them. Apparently they have an amount of health that is very close to the damage that my attacks deal.
Collect. The underworld's power.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. Hammer, Eurydice, or Palm. I think it's gotta be a visit to Eurydice, right? Yeah, that's gotta be right, because we can increase the rarity on the next 3 things, and...
Good to be back here. Something smells good.
What is it, hun? Oh no, don't tell me you've come all the way from Tartarus to ask me more about your good-for-nothing court musician friend.
Certainly not. I'm merely here for your wonderful singing, cooking, or conversational ability. Though, since you mentioned it, you seem to have a lot to say to him. Is there anything I can do?
That's weird. It's almost like we missed a dialogue or something, right? Because I guess Zagreus knew Orpheus before, right? I think maybe. I don't know.
So let me see if I understand. Orpheus blew it with me like an idiot, but now I'm supposed to be reaching out to him. Sorry, hun, but that's not happening. The two of us are finished. And you know what? I think we're finished here too, if you'll excuse me.
I mean, still here, have this food, but... The Ambrosia Delight is actually pretty interesting here, though, because upgrading our existing cast bonus would be a lot of extra damage for us. We don't usually take it, but I think I'm going to take it.
That can be arranged.
Why, thank you.
Deadly Strike and Curse of Pain. That's a real shame. I mean, the Curse of Pain one's not so bad. The difference between Common Deadly Strike and Epic Deadly Strike is almost nothing, so that really feels like a waste.
See you.
And she's singing about good riddance. I think we may have upset her.
More, huh?
Stop dodging, coward. It would be nice if the higher rarities of Deadly Strike increased the crit chance or something. Because the very, very small amount of attack damage boost that it gives you just makes the upgrades feel terrible. And there's sometimes it seems like there isn't an animation on the witch attack. It's right there when we dashed into that witch and immediately took damage. I didn't see her prepping an attack. I don't know. Just a bad chamber. I'm doing a bad job. Okay. Artemis Boon. Like, it's a shame not to go to the shop with all this money, but we would be fools not to take the Artemis Boon here, I think.
You lad, huh?
Try to keep putting the doom on everybody as much as possible. I guess that's a problem with the pushback dash, is that it makes it real hard to do that.
Nice try.
Worthless.
Good enough.
It is probably a pretty good idea to take a hammer and go looking for that,
Something I can use.
Yeah, I'll take a yarn. Go looking for that buff to the area of the special, since we're pushing people back when we dash in on them.
On to the next one.
Alright, is it Deathboat?
Barge
It
of
is
Death, you're
Deathboat.
here.
I love Deathboat. I feel like we take way less damage from Deathboat than we do from the, although I'm not doing a great job of showcasing it, than we do from the Gorgon fight. That shouldn't be the case. Gorgon fight should be real easy and straightforward. It's definitely practiced enough, but for some reason... Yeah, I'm definitely having a hard time applying the Doom. I killed one of the crystals immediately and was so pleased. So pleased with the job I had done, and then realized that the other crystal had shielded everybody. I'm gonna need those back, please. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't... It probably honestly is just the lower cast damage, but it does not feel as good this time.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Cast fires a second projectile, but with reduced damage. Honestly, that's still pretty good. Yeah, give me that.
Better hide.
Okay, we need more Artemis buffs. Turns out you can never have enough. She really is just the most effective of the gods.
More spreaders.
Get myself into trouble here. Nope, not what I was trying to do. I was trying to get close enough to reclaim some of my ammo. Yeah, if you get hit during the wind-up animation for the special, it just cancels, which sucks, because that has happened a couple of times here. Just like, don't get my thing at all. Please die. Okay, there we go. Well, this room has been a nightmare. Oh good, it's not over. It's possible that that was too many projectiles for them to be firing immediately after they spawned. Okay. Can I please have this? Right, like that seemed somewhere between difficult and impossible to actually dodge.
Hear me on my authority.
Alright, I like the rupture. And it's gonna be the rupture's gonna be even better because we have the dash. We certainly don't need money. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in here. Okay, well, I guess we'll go this way. Yeah, I wonder, maybe it's the case that the boon that we're looking for from Artemis doesn't exist if you're using the Poseidon aspect. Maybe like the synergy was too powerful and they decided to, I don't know. It's so weird to me that we've rolled in the Artemis buff pool so many times over these runs and not seen it come up.
That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Alright, there is also a trove here. What kind of trove is this? Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I guess this doesn't really affect my decision-making with this thing. There's a shop coming up. So if we spent 140 here and then gained, I don't know, let's say 130-ish in the trove, in the thing. Yeah, the trove trial. Then we would still, yeah, we have enough to buy 2 boons, or like, we can probably afford to buy both of these pretty safely and still be able to get everything we need to get from the shop.
I'll take what's mine.
Thank you, Red
Shall pay
Ghosts.
for that.
Let's make this
Of course, provided that I don't, like, die here, which would make the value of the trove pretty negative. Okay, maybe don't be there while the bomb is going off. Okay, did manage to, again, really incredible leading going on from our enemies here. Stop. I'm identifying a problem with the strategy, where the enemies are... Because everything I do pushes the enemies away, they're always really far away from me. Okay, 120 is fine. I was really hoping to end up around 340 so that we'd be able to get back to 350 off of a single golden pot in the shop. So now I'm making sure that we didn't miss any golden pots in here. Alright. Well, let's just hope that we don't need to spend 350 gold to get everything we want. Which basically means no hammer. Please don't have one of the slots taken up by a hammer. Wow. Okay. I did want there to be boons, though.
I can use this.
Yeah, more levels on the flood shot's pretty good. And I guess we'll take this. I was really hoping for, like boon food.
Bone Hydra, I love what you've done with the place.
I don't think this thing even gets that I'm doing shtick. Oh, there we go. I do really miss my extra special range. Wait, when you dash through the ammo to pick it up, you really have to hit it exactly. Also, man, I don't know. Am I causing their animations not to play by hitting them or something? We are definitely just taking damage from enemies that aren't doing their attacks. Like the damage part of the attack just happens. It's also really, really hard to seize. Like the us casting our special there made it. Casting our special on the red head made it impossible to tell when the main head was. The shots were getting close to us. Just a lot of spell effects all of the time. And now he's just gonna hold on to my my ammo, huh? Well, that's inconvenient. Alright, be doomed! We've got this. We got this under control. Except for the part where my special very frequently does not hit enemies, even when it's right on top of them, which is annoying. It really is just a Hydra fight problem. Like that. That's a great example of what I'm talking about. It is not a three-dimensional game, but the Hydras have three-dimensional movement, and it's a real problem. He does not have all of them. Okay, there's one over here. Wait, sometimes he, this is bad, this is bad. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. It seems like there's sometimes a cooldown on the triple head pound thing, and sometimes he just does it constantly. We're having way more of that second thing this time. Okay, I gotcha. The second I came over to him, I might have known that would happen. But look at this. Look at how much better we're getting at this. We've taken so much less damage this time. Oh, he doesn't actually have any of my ammo. It's like, why didn't I get anything back from him? Am I hitting him? Yeah, okay, it is getting stuck. There's a problem I have with the bosses. Sometimes is I keep expecting to see the stuff right above his head. I'm not hitting him. He cannot be hit. Okay, he's moved himself up into some sort of corner there. We'll just let him come to us then. Thank you for discarding my ammo haphazardly all over the room. I'm doing it. Oh. Sure, greater call. That works. You coward! Did you see him flee? That was way better, though, right? Steady in the lava? Okay. He says that back to wherever your neck went thing every single time. That's even worse than taunting the Hydra as you come into the room. The Hydra can't understand you, and also he's not there to hear it anymore.
Doesn't stay in Asphodel.
Always.
Oh, very much.
Do we want more yarn? Yeah, I'll take more yarn. Who knows when we will next need money. So, we are not so much in a position where I think it is important for us to carry a combat thing into battle. What else might we want? We could just take the Zeus ring to start putting levels on the Zeus ring. What slots do I not have filled right now? I have all of my basics. But we could potentially replace something. I kind of just want to use the Zeus trinket to get more familiar with the selection of stuff that Zeus has available.
Get me out of here.
You know what I hadn't considered? I've just been thinking of the keepsake swap as like a one-time thing. But can we equip the item that lets you get extra extra length on the buffs from wells, buy stuff from the well right there, and then swap to another keepsake right there and not have to carry it into the floor? I bet we can. We are very much hoping on the hammer here for the ability to get the wider special. So like the special, the dash did not push that eyeball back or damage him in any way, even though we definitely did dash right on top of him. Some of the effects just don't always apply when it looks like they'll apply. And I can't tell if that's me misunderstanding something that's going on or if it's just like not being good. Okay, enough of that from you. I do love that the explosion allows me to hit stuff around corners and like through walls like that. That does definitely reduce the amount of damage we take in here. Yep, supernova, no question.
Grows stronger.
It's a significantly wider area. Also, absolutely this. I don't know. Actually, maybe this was unwise. These ones are not so easy. Can I please go that way? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm really still not able to reach stuff with my special as much as I would like.
Useless.
Peace and
Okay.
quiet.
That was more damage than I probably should have taken there. Also, for some reason, ambrosia. So the troves just sometimes have ambrosia in them. It's not the first time we've seen that. Hermes versus 25 health. I mean, the 25 health, with all of our lives still active, that's a lot of actual effective HP. I think I might have to go for the heart here. I mean, Hermes could give us dodge, though. Dodge is a big deal. Dodge is also a lot of HP. So I keep pushing him with my dash. It's like I dash and shoot at the same time, and the one makes the other not work. Nope, stop. Stop. Okay. I did not get him. And I guess maybe it's not a big deal that my pushback is stopping my my special from hitting, because the pushback is applying the rupture, which is clearly doing quite a bit of damage. Well, that's frustrating. We had that guy come back to life because his eyeball was too invulnerable to kill.
Lord Hermes.
Alright, come on, nice high rarity dodge.
Guess what, House? It's the Premium Express delivered straight to you, fresh from the richest mountaintop up here. You're gonna like this.
He did say Premium Express. Cast is 60% faster. Cast hold to fire in rapid succession is actually pretty compelling. 45% dodge chance after using call. I'm assuming this means... So this might mean immediately, right? But it might mean after the call wears off. If it's immediately, it does literally nothing for us because we'll be in that form for most of it. I'm going to take Flurry Cast. Flurry Cast seems pretty good for us. I so often want to fire all of my casts off rapidly. Well, we're definitely going to the shop. It's a shame that there's no way we could possibly afford double boon.
What's for sale?
If I take the Trove Tracker, we will not be able to afford boon plus pomegranate, we'd still be able to afford pomegranate plus heart. I'm gonna not take it. We're just so hoping for boons at this point.
Hi, Kieran.
And we are not given the option.
I'll take it.
Should have taken the Trove Tracker.
Good enough to eat.
More damage on the dash, or more damage on the special. I'm having trouble applying this. This is happening to people constantly.
Must have slept.
Okay. Well, I think we ought to take the Zeus boon, given the increased rarity and everything. And I'm curious what he'll offer us, because like our primary slots are full. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool, is what it is, though. Yeah, it's alright. We'll be fine. Okay, I think I only let 2 of them actually get their weapons. That's pretty great. That's by far the fastest we've ever done that. It gives me a lot of hope for the boss fights.
I'll keep my soul for now, thanks.
Old Hades has continued to ignore my every effort to reach out to him, young man. Oh well, but he is obstinate indeed. You are wise to seek your family's better half.
Oh yeah, because you definitely don't have any of his negative traits. I mean, like, Heaven's Vengeance is okay. 12% faster God Gauge charge when you deal or take damage is pretty good as well. This is the revenge damage is significant though, and like this will be pretty helpful in the damage race that is the fight with Hades, and I think I'm gonna stick with Heaven's Vengeance. Revenge stuff is not the best, but it's still good. And then, do we want a hammer? Do we want to try to make World Splitter happen, maybe? I don't think so. I think we got the 1 hammer upgrade we really want. And we could still get the good dodge buff from Hermes. See, I was definitely dealing some damage to that shield guy. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm hitting them in the back or not, because they, like, take partial damage. Seems like it should be all or nothing, right?
Right on cue.
How many of those splitters did I kill? Actually, it's like maybe not that many. Stop existing. But that thing really just, like, sought me out, huh? Damn it. Alright, their little shield spin AoE definitely hits in a larger area than the graphic. Yep, greater evasion seems awesome.
That's Godspeed, alright.
Okay, Artemis, no question. Just make sure that we didn't miss anything fun in here. Seems like Chaos is maybe a little bit salty about having been snubbed. Haven't seen him again.
Looks clear. In the name of Hades.
It's pressure points over support fire, I think.
The might of the Huntress. That's a relief.
Problem with the pomegranate is the extremely unreliable nature of it when you have this many boons. Like, who knows what it'll pick? But the hammer buff is probably just not even good. Right? There's one that makes your specials hit twice without knocking people away. I would take that, I guess. It wouldn't double apply the curse. So our special is just dealing normal damage apart from that, right? It's dealing a little bit better than normal damage. It's an extra chance for a crit, too. Yeah, alright, let's go this way. I do love the flurry cast. That itself has definitely been worth the Artemis trinket. Trying to get them to blow up right at the edge of the special there. God, so many giant arrows, so many traps. Okay, do not dash into the traps. Avoid all of the scary butterflies. Yeah, I really like the combination of things we have on our cast here.
Perfect.
Thrust deals plus 200 damage and has a 40% critical chance is also very compelling. We don't really just get up on enemies and hit them all that much, and the thrust is the third hit of the combo, so I think I'm going to take it, though.
Good as new.
I don't think any of those were particularly great. We certainly didn't see what we were hoping for. What have we here? Just a normal trove trial. Sure, I'll take it.
Again, your tampering.
Trying to keep him in front of the traps up there. So see, like, it's interesting that that guy got our ammo stuck in him, because there's no way that we hit him with the casts. His shield was to us.
Useless.
Oh, okay, hey, the room is over.
I'll take it.
Those traps absolutely went off after the room was over. Alright, we still have 5 keys, so I think we're going to take a darkness reward over a key reward, but we're not happy with either of them. You know, darkness is still useful. I'm just thinking very short-sightedly. So is this going to be Asterius? Nope, just a random difficult room. I mean, that does hit hard. I spent all my charges and then saw the butterfly orb. Is there anything more important than killing the butterfly orb? Don't think I quite got it there. Couldn't just be done. Oh, my cast ammo is right in front of the traps, man. Alright, we're gonna dash through here like this. I definitely set off some of those traps, but none of them killed me, so I'll take it. That's a win. Actually, the traps have been tremendously helpful here. And we haven't taken any damage from them at all. This is the way they're supposed to go. This is how you're supposed to be using these things to your advantage. Where's that last guy? Maybe he's not the last guy, because that targeting reticle stayed on me even after we had knocked him out of his attack. There must be one more. Oh. No, I guess not. Alright, what have we here? Yes, we buy a kiss of sticks. I guess I should have checked if there was a shop coming up. There is, and only a shop coming up. But is there anything we could get at the shop at this point that would be better? I guess the ability to purchase an Artemis boon would probably have been slightly better. But we were not going to be offered that anyway. Do we want to spend 50 coin on being at marginally fuller health for the boss fight? I think that might be a bad long-term investment. We should probably save the money for sticks, which I am feeling fairly confident that we will get to.
We've nothing left to say to one another, Hellspawn, other than to battle!
Fair enough. Why would you dash into the Minotaur attacks? What would possess me to do that? Stop. Hit the thing. Please hit a pillar. Okay, there we go. I will say that one thing I was not expecting from your cast has a second projectile ability is that it would actually mean that I had to like stand still and do a second cast animation. We are definitely casting for a greater period of time than we used to be. I wish that there was better damage reporting in the game. I would love to know exactly how much damage we're getting out of our rupture. Because it's definitely ticking on him. We can see it happening. It is applying. God, imagine if we were getting all of the damage from that that getting your ammo out of enemies thing. We're on Greater Call. I'm gonna try to wait until, since Asterius is so close to dead, let's just use it on what's his face. Solid moves. He's doing everything in his power to get out of it. Okay, I do love an extended period of invincibility combined with dealing lots of damage. I tried to sneak in one of those super thrusts there. It did not work. Oh. Stupid imperviousness. Don't worry, man. The wine stains will wash right out. Stop blocking. I need that back. Oh, this is a bad place to be. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but is this, like, by a huge margin the best this fight has ever gone? Like, by a really large margin? The Minotaur kill was... It wasn't spotless, but it was close.
For safekeeping.
I think it's just a really, really good build. And also, I'm playing reasonably well today, as opposed to yesterday where I was, you know, doing the other thing.
So, you thwarted the champion of Elysium.
I guess word travels fast.
Like, really fast.
Which to choose?
Alright. Not to be boring, but is it just the spiked collar? I mean, the Myrmidon Bracer does seem really good. We didn't get a lot of play out of it last time, but a 20% damage reduction. How long does it take for a 20% damage reduction to be better than 50 max HP plus 25 max HP on each resurrection plus whatever this does to each food item we buy? Honestly, I bet this ends up being better, and we still need to level it up. I'm still hopeful that we will find the Artemis boon in Styx and be able to really pull off the full version of this thing on Hades.
The temple.
Honestly, a pretty significant portion of that is just me wanting to be proven right that the boon does actually exist, because now I'm doubting myself. Artemis? Artemis not available. Well, that's a shame. Do we go heart or money first? Let's do heart.
Hey.
You know, sometimes Zagreus likes to, like, have a little clever, little action movie type one-liner for his foes. All that stuff about the Hydra's neck and whatnot. I gotta say, just running into the room and shouting, "Hey," is easily the worst of those that we've seen so far. What are you doing here? You know, just like, put a little effort in, Zag. I know you're just going to kill them, but maybe you could try a little bit, for their sake. Make them feel good in the moments before their death. I am definitely not afraid of satyrs anymore, apparently. I'll take those. Honestly, the thrust still isn't even doing that much damage. Did we? Yeah, okay. Looks like we got everything. I reflexively freaked out because I just assumed it was the super tough version of this thing. That's an interesting thing that I had not expected. Did you notice that? When the laser guy hit us, because the lasers deal a very small amount of damage many times, it immediately triggered the revenge lightning bolt like 6 or 7 times. It just really shredded him. I just like completely failed to pick up the ammo that was left over there. That's embarrassing. Okay, let me get to the thing. That felt like a pretty easy branch. They're not usually that fast. And it wasn't even like we got lucky and it was very few rooms. It just, like, killed it.
Enough of this place.
Alright, well, let's do the money branch next. We can already afford a pomegranate. I'm looking forward to that boosted zoo spoon down there. Curious what else he has to show us. We actually get to see 2 more zoo spoons. That's very fun. This is just a huge amount of fun. Is there something we could afford to part with here? Honestly, Dying Lament just, like, isn't very good. It's kind of not doing anything. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. It does feel a little bit unsporting. Just like a tiny bit. Oh, he's dead already. If we see a well, it's possible. If we see a well that has in it that thing that lets you get an extra cast ammo temporarily, it's possible that we should take it. Where'd he go? He's definitely still alive. Alright, I do not like this room. This is a room where we have had a lot of embarrassing results. Would you please just die? I wanted to despawn his poison pools. Alright, probably gonna get poisoned here. These the armored ones. Never mind. Maybe we've got him under control. Being able to dash him into the wall over and over again is a big deal. Okay, that was not so bad. That was a very controlled amount of poison that I just took there. Again, the lasers are honestly doing more damage to the enemies than they are to me. Stay away from the poison. Stay away from the giant saw blades. I was kind of hoping we were going to get a little bit more damage out of that. Alright, there we go. Don't walk into that. Another one of those hazards that likes to sneak up on you after it looks like the room's over. Okay, so what can we do with this? 488. Do we want... Like, do I even want the hammer? I think I'm just going to take the zoo spoon. Or do I want to take the pomegranates now before we clog our stuff up with even more boons? Because, like, a boost to pressure points is what I'm really looking for, I think. Let's buy both of the pomegranates now.
Should be useful.
Deadly Strike is okay. That's a lot of extra damage on Heaven's Vengeance, but this is a big difference. I'm gonna take that.
Delicious.
And ooh, no, it's gotta be pressure points, right? Alright, here's hoping that we make it to that other Zeus boon. It is a lot of money. There's also a good Poseidon boon up there. Let's go for the other pomegranate now, I guess. Really just looking for more crit chance. There's a lot of poison on the ground right now. And yet, somehow, we made it through. It is just like, it's an explosion of numbers. It's just numbers everywhere. Okay, what else might we sell? I am not taking any of those. Every one of those things is absolutely crucial. I might even buy this if it was available. I don't know. We are trying to save up for that other thing, but we're at 226 already. We're going to make the the Zeus boon almost certainly. It's just a matter of what else we will be able to afford on top of it. Okay, I think I did finish him. Yeah, okay. I was trying to finish him off before getting unpoisoned, but I realized I kind of couldn't see what was going on anymore. So I just hit him a bunch and then ran, basically, and hoped it was enough. Turns out it was fine. Okay. I didn't take damage from that, but I almost took damage from it. Absolutely 2% more crit. Love crit. So our damage values are really good. Like, our base damage values are really good. So that's got us on 294. Yeah, Zeus, right? Yeah.
Should check this way. Worthless.
Zagreus, always very judgmental. I wish it could all just be little tiny chambers where I can hit everything all at once with my attacks. That's pretty good. Alright, come on, be a nice short branch. But I actually don't want the I don't want this to be the right way. So I want to get the Satyr Sack room at the very, very end of our search here. Ah, that's a shame.
Cerberus can never get enough of this stuff.
Nephew, by my divine authority, my oft misunderstood son, Ares, now shall lend you a small token of his power. I'll make him helpful yet.
Okay, duo boo.
Exactly as you say, Lord Father. Your wishes are identical to mine.
Revenge effects sometimes occur without taking damage. Every 3.5 seconds, you just get the lightning, huh? That's pretty cool. We didn't take the buff to the damage of that lightning ability, I'm pretty sure. But it's still dealing a fair amount. Your lightning effects also make foes jolted. Oh, is actually pretty bad without Vengeful Mood, so... yeah, I'll take this. It's just like free damage. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it's cool. So that's a thing we didn't know about before. That makes a lot of those revenge effects way more interesting. So we're going to go ahead and buy this.
Why, here I am, young man, in such strange circumstances, I might add. Luckily, the boatman Charon is much easier to get a hold of than your father.
After using Call, deal more damage, or... like, now the Jolt makes way more sense because we're going to be passively applying it all the time. But Clouded Judgment is also good, especially considering the fact that our God Gauge makes us completely stop taking damage for a long time. I'm gonna take static discharge.
Thunder and lightning.
And now we have a decision to make. Do we want to do the Poseidon branch? It's marked as being difficult, and we won't get a free heal at the end, but another boon could be real cool. We might have enough stuff to take on Hades now. If we do, we probably shouldn't do this. Maybe we do. Alright, I'm gonna do it. We have blown through these branches so easily so far. I bet we won't take that much damage here. Okay. No more acting from you. You are permanently stunned. 6. Took 6 damage. That's okay. We can heal 6 damage off. See, here's where it makes me feel like a fool. It just shows me nothing but armored satyrs. It's a pretty good trick. No, absolutely not. These are all terrible. There we go. See, I just need all the rooms to go like that. $107. I mean, we could still encounter a Well of Charon. We're not going to get anything else with it. We're not going to be able to like buy a main thing. I would love to be able to get over there. Got our ammo back. This is actually a pretty safe place to stand, though, so I'm going to just chill here for a second. There aren't really that many safe places to stand. Let's just get away from the thing. Alright, here we go. Ah, stupid auto-aim. Actually pulled a bunch of the shots away from the big boss so that I could hit tiny little not dangerous possums. I think we can break his armor with this, and then things will get a little bit more straightforward. Alright, please tell me it was worth me taking this damage.
In the name of Hades.
It wasn't. Slamming foes into barriers creates a watery blast in the area. Can we push Hades around? I'm not actually sure if he shoves or not. The other option, I guess, is Sunken Treasure, just restore me to full health, which is not very compelling, so I guess I'm going to take this.
It's high tide.
It's high tide. Zagreus, you're lucky nobody else was in the room to hear that. So we're going to take him on at 249. That's not so bad.
Time to deliver the goods.
Thus has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
Bye for now, boy.
I feel fairly confident here. That last branch was totally not worth the health we lost doing it, probably. I mean, if the effect works, I guess it's cool, but I don't know that we're going to be able to actually push Hades.
So, you think that you can vanquish me with my fool brother's old forgotten blade? Poseidon was never any good with Stygius. Grew envious of my spearwork. Now he's famous for that fork of his. Always taking credit where none is due.
Must be hard knowing that everybody's going to think you learned your spearwork from Poseidon, not the other way around. As for Stygius, I can assure you it's in good hands now.
Your assurances mean nothing to me, boy. You think yourself quite capable? Then show me.
Alright, we got this. We can do this. I have a ton of damage, I have a ton of lives. We know the patterns. We don't have to get hit in dumb ways. Sometimes when I dash at people, it just does 250 damage to them.
Darkness.
I don't know if we're pushing him exactly, but he's definitely, like, moving strangely after the pushbacks hit him. And every time he hits me, he's going to take a ton of damage from the Zeus thing. Ah, you coward!
Lash out against me like this, boy. I guess so. What you desire is impossible.
We'll see.
We certainly shall.
I appreciate it when they have like a little bit longer dialogues in the middle of the fight. I don't know why, it just feels very comic book, I guess, which is a positive thing when I say it. Might not be in all cases. I'm really glad that we got the expanded special range. Alright, now you've done it. Well, okay, now I feel like an idiot. Can I stop it? I'm not allowed to cancel it.
No.
Okay, we really didn't get that much damage out of that. Yeah, our damage output on small enemies that bounce easily is really high. I can't tell if we're getting the watery blast push thing. It's like everything we do creates watery blasts. So there's just like a lot of watery blasts going on all the time. But that was awesome. Give me my ammo back. Nope, dashed right into the hands. Alright, let's see if he stays here and just takes it this time. That actually could not have been cast at a better moment.
Blasted little.
Oh, do not dash into the laser. Well, I think this is going alright. I don't want to overstate my case here. We are probably going to, yep, I was going to say, start hitting our death defied here. But that's fine. That's what they're for. That's why we brought them all. I'm going to need those back, please. And once again, dash directly into the hands. Ooh, bad time for me to run out of dashes. I really haven't been using our normal melee attack very much here.
I shall keep coming back. The same as you.
Yeah, when you put it this way, this does seem sort of futile, huh?
No.
That was as fast.
Well, that was productive. Yeah, that felt really fast. Still grand record of 1. But hey, now we've got a win with half of the weapons at least, a little over.
Earning my keep.
Also, hooray, a diamond.
Thus having somehow vanquished his own father, the grim god of the dead, defiant Zagreus is finally set free to seek the hidden place in which his long-lost birth mother resides.
Except not really.
How shall that all work out for him? Alas, it is as yet too soon to say. Pretend, for now, that the Lord Hades absolutely clobbered him.
I don't even feel bad about it this time. I am elated by the way that most of that run went, but particularly Hades. I guess, and also Theseus. Particularly Hades and Theseus.
You must be pretty used to dying like this, huh?
Getting there.
You called upon your humble court musician, as I understand, Lord Hades, sir. Referring to myself, of course.
Well, Orpheus, if you're quite finished with your little stint within the depths of Tartarus, I'd like to ask again. Play us a song already. Or else next time I'll not be quite so charitable with your punishment.
Oh, that. I must apologize again, Lord Hades, sir, for I'm afraid that I've no wish to sing as yet, in spite of your persuasiveness even. And that, is my final word upon the subject. at this time.
No, it's nice to see somebody standing up to him.
Is that so? Why then I'll go ahead and wait. I've all the patience in the world.
He's in trouble.
Cerberus is busily considering upon what else to gnaw.
Achilles, I've been meaning to ask you about the odd skeleton usually standing around in the courtyard. Old acquaintance of yours? A hireling, perhaps?
That one Skelly, was it? We only met when all this business of escape began. If I have a connection to him, I'm unaware. Does he claim to know me? Perhaps I slew him when we were alive.
I don't know that that's it. So neither of us has any idea where he's from or how he got there, huh? Can you think of any leads? Nyx doesn't seem to know him either.
Perhaps the gods of Olympus sent him to your aid? Their methods can be odd, and there are many who support you. Regardless, he does not appear to be your father's spy, if that is your concern.
Not a concern, just a morbid curiosity.
Oh, you startled me, Your Highness.
Okay, apparently that's it. You know, technically, every curiosity that people have down here is a morbid curiosity, I think.
Alas, you have seen much of Hypnos lately, child. I hope you find his disposition somewhat tolerable. Please tell me plain if this is not the case.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Oh, he's not so bad, Nyx. Be proud of your sleepy, cheerful son. Who else among us is able to muster that kind of enthusiasm?
Hey guys, what's up? I did just kind of obliterate one of them by walking into him, so my apologies, I'll just be over here. Oh, Mega's nowhere to be found. I guess she switched jobs with what's her name for the day.
Anything good?
Ooh, get a bunch of darkness. I'm all about a bunch of darkness. We definitely don't need to buy 5 red keys. Let's see if we can actually get anything with our gemstones here.
Greetings, house contractor.
Ooh, I like that. Buying that.
Here are the gems. This ought to help Orpheus keep his boundless libraries of music in order. Just have to fill it in.
Oh my.
Our court musician need not be so indulged.
Are there huge clumps of fur around? I mean, we may as well buy it, right?
Approved. Whew, it's a big job having to sweep up after Cerberus sheds everywhere.
It wasn't your fault, Cerberus.
He has done a number on the carpet in there. Alright, let's have a look at our music stand.
New music.
We have not really earned a lot of these.
My friend.
You turn that down this instant.
So I wonder how we're actually unlocking them. I wonder if it'll be the case that like we can periodically buy more music from the gemstone guy. That's cool. It's a nice feature, though. Unfortunately, we do not have any of my favorite songs unlocked. So, with 814 more darkness, I'm kind of curious how high God's Pride actually goes. Will it let me just dump it all in here? It totally will. I wonder if it's 20%. Hold on, let's pull some back from other stuff.
I need more darkness.
No, wow, it will just let you keep climbing. Okay, well, I don't actually want to not have full thick skin. Thick skin's pretty good. And then we may as well have a point in here.
Power.
Alright, we never did quite get to where I was trying to get to on these runs. With that combo. But honestly, I'm pretty pleased with the result.
Trying to bore me to death with all this chit-chat, pal?
Yep, that's how I'm doing it. Alright, well, I feel like we should try to finish up one heat with all the weapons, and our shield does have that particular darkness about it. So I think next run's going to be a shield run. I'm not sure which aspect I think is best. I think there's a lot to be said for the Zeus aspect. I just wasn't playing particularly well with it. After Bull Rush, your special throws multiple shields. I mean, if we put some more keys in here and got a couple more shields out of it, that's maybe more interesting. I don't know. I don't know what kind of run we will attempt next time. If you have strong feelings about it, you know, feel free to leave those in the comments below. But for now, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, Monday, for more, hopefully more winning. Something at all akin to the thing you saw today. And we'll see you then.